Wow. Mm. So in love that it hurts. So I thought it would be a good time to make a video and bust some myths. So this is it. This is everything. Nothing before this, nothing after this. No time, no past, no future. This is everything. No one's seeing this video. There's just being video. Whatever's appearing is everything. Is everything that could be or not be, is and isn't simultaneously. The absolute relative, the relative absolute. Nothing other than this. And it's happening now. It's alive now. It's aliveness. It's not a video that was pre-recorded in the past. The past didn't happen. It's happening now. This is eternal. This is pure energy, formless, eternal, alive, infinite, appearing as looking at a screen, appearing as the sensation of sound, appearing as a face on the screen, everything is everything, everything, the tiniest little speck of dust contains everything that could possibly be or not be, is everything. Like how science talks about, the atom or the tiniest particle contains everything. The everything is nothing, which is God, infinite, formless, limitless, unknown, can't be known, can't be seen, can't even be described, but is the description. Wordless, but is the words. So the myth that's wanting to be busted right now is the duality of relative and absolute, which is actually the same. And no one's doing it when there's a division of that, when there's a sensation of separation. No one's doing it. It's just appearing from emptiness, impersonally. Already know me. It's just appearing to happen like the dream at night that no one's doing. It's just appearing to happen. There's no beginning to it. It's just a random scene. No one's controlling it. It's just happening spontaneously. There is no free will. Because there's no doer, there's no individual already. No one's doing anything. It's just appearing to happen. And you could call it anything. You'd call it God's imagination, God dreaming this. But even with that analogy, how could anything be separate from it? from God's imagination or God dreaming this. It would be one immutable energy appearing as imagined events, scenes, happenings, not separate. One whole totality appearing as whatever's happening. So everything being everything, even a speck of dust containing all information or infinite potential or anything and everything they could possibly be, and nothing before that or after that or outside of it or inside of it. No dimension, no time. And singular, so doesn't exist. This isn't really happening. There's no time for an event to happen in. And you can't get outside of everything to be separate from it, to be real or to be an individual. So no one's even perceiving this. It's just being. And not simultaneously is and isn't, real and unreal. It appears real, but it's just an appearance. The appearance is a sensation. That sensation is energy. Everything appearing is sensation. Solid is the sense of touch. And I love the analogy of if you were the only one in the world, which there wouldn't be a world, which sums it up right there. But if you're the only one, you wouldn't know yourself because there'd be nothing to compare yourself to, no opposites, or it would be unknown, which is what this is. It's completely unknown. You can't know it because you are the unknown. You can't know yourself. You can't see yourself. And you're singular, so you don't exist. So it makes, it's a brilliant way of appearing to exist through resistance. Through rejecting what's appearing to happen is the only way to appear to exist or to appear to be real, which still isn't real, because even resistance is a mutable energy that doesn't exist appearing as resistance. So seeking freedom is freedom seeking, which is why I call it a love story, because it's the beloved longing for the beloved. Seeking is freedom seeking freedom. God seeking God, which is already free. It can't not be free. It's all freedom. And there is no liberation because everything's liberation. And there's no one to be liberated. There was never any separation. There never was a dream or an illusion. It swallows everything. Like an infinite spiral. Everything is everything. Infinite meaning, infinite potential, imagination. God dreaming this, which isn't really happening, and is playful and completely harmless and invincible because it's untouched and untainted and not really happening. So there's no meaning or purpose to it. It doesn't need to, no one needs to wake up from the dream. It's total perfection already. even the illusion is total perfection, is everything. Even the identification as the individual is emptiness appearing as identification of an individual that's totally impersonal, because there is no person doing it. Already it's empty. Already it's free. No control over it, or no changing it, because no one's doing it. Nothing needs to be changed. It's total perfection. It's wholeness already. Can't get outside of wholeness to change it or be something different. And as the infinite, imagining this, why would it need to change? It's not even happening. I wanted to point to the ordinary and how spirituality, which can sometimes appear as duality, can appear to separate the absolute from the relative, which is what duality is. Non-duality is duality. There is no non-duality because everything is non-dual. So even the appearance of separating relative from absolute is not separate. It's just appearing as wholeness already. But there can appear to be, just like the analogy of being the unknown that doesn't exist, that can't be seen, can appear to exist by seeing its non-self through the mirror of contrast, through the mirror of form, through the mirage of being. So in the imagination, seeing itself as, or being able to sense, can't see itself but can sense, can be sensed through beingness, through appearance in the imagination. So basically, God being able to sense its non-self through imagining being in form, imagining having emotions, having thoughts, having sensations, can be sensed, but can never be known, can never be seen, because you are the unknown. So the awakening can appear to be as if the mirror turns around on itself and the relative sees itself as the absolute sees itself as the relative, which is completely by being everything, by being completely ordinary, by the human being, by the sounds of the voice in every word, the moving of the lips, the batting of the eyelash, talking to your friend about what you did yesterday, is God, is everything. Hearing a child play, a car driving by, walking through a grocery store. The ordinary is the extraordinary. That is the absolute relative. That is the infinite experiencing what it's like to be, even though it's not really happening. It's just an appearance. But it's absolutely stunning, and it's absolutely beautiful. Even the most mundane task, or washing the dishes, or talking about what you're having for dinner is the most beautiful, radiating, shimmering everything. It's everything. It is the divine. The divine that can't be pointed to or can't be explained is the words, is the ordinary words, what I'm having for dinner tonight. That's it. That's it. That's everything. And it's absolutely beautiful. It's like even the most mundane words or ordinary words are the most profound spiritual experience because everything is the most profound spiritual experience. So there is no spirituality. There is no enlightenment because everything's already enlightenment. Sitting, looking at a screen, this is it. You can't escape it. And it doesn't get any better than this. It's this. It's this. This is everything. It's overflowing. Boundless, limitless energy that can't even be explained or contained or expressed, but is the expression, is the words. The pointing to it is the pointer, is the pointing, is the... all of it. Which is why I love the analogy of the Ouroboros eating itself, because it's everything. The longing is the divine, longing for the divine is the longing, is the lover. The seeking is the lover seeking itself, which is such a beautiful love story that's not even happening. It's wow. It's wow. It's amazing. For no one. It's all alone, but appearing as everything. There is no world. No one exists. It's just an infinite imagination imagining all of this, and it's absolutely beautiful. Not separate. Singular. Being all of it, being none of it, simultaneously. You are the God dreaming this, which is no thing, nothing. This is nothing happening. Just like a daydream. It's not really happening. Nothing's being affected. It's all untainted and untouched. Yet it is the touch. The sensations are paradise, are heaven. Every thought, negative or positive, all of it. There is no right or wrong. How could there be a right or wrong when it's not separate? When it's all God, how could it be right or wrong? When it's one, immutable, boundless energy, infinite, limitless, unconditional love, all-inclusive. So with the spiritual duality, there can be a separation of this is absolute and this is relative, which is happening for no one. It's just spontaneously arising from emptiness and disappearing, appearing and disappearing, just like a car driving by. And it's just, no one's doing it. So there's no control. It's just happening for no one. Just being, imagine just being already whole. But there can be a pushing away the ordinary and saying that's not it. Talking about what you did yesterday, or the neighbor talking about their house is not it. It's got to be this profound experience, the spiritual, elevated sense of consciousness. It's got to be just this total bliss where I'm just rolling around in a field of flowers, and that's the pretend game of hide and seek. That's the pretend game of being thrown out of the Garden of Eden and rejecting what's appearing to happen, which is walking down the grocery store aisle and saying, no, this isn't it. It's got to be something, it's got to be objective. It's got to be something in the future where I have this just profound revelation or just this knowing that this is it. And what it is, and what's so funny is like the cosmic joke is that is it. The walking down the grocery store aisle or talking to your neighbor about their house. That's it. That's enlightenment. This is it. Whatever's appearing to happen. Whatever sensation, whatever thoughts, whatever feeling. That's everything. And you can't get outside of it. You can't escape it. It's the absolute relative, the relative absolute. It's the same. There is no division. There is no separation. So you can't separate the absolute from the relative. It is the most mundane experience. It is the most ordinary words, expressions, happenings. That is God. That is wholeness. That is infinite, absolute. Appearing is this. Which can also appear as waiting for a future that's not real or a profound experience. Can also appear as recognizing that this is it. This is everything. The longing is what you're longing for. The seeking is what you're longing for. The individual is it, is everything. The me that I was resisting is it. Is the relative absolute, is the absolute relative. Oh my God. Oh my God, it's everything. It's everything. That's the tantric union. That's when everything collapses. All polarities explode. All meaning collapses. All beliefs. It's seen as, holy shit. This is the absolute. And that's when it can appear that everything is just singing. Everything's alive, immediate, intimate, oneness. A body walking by, a car driving by, someone speaking about what they did last year. It's just shimmering. It's the most beautiful thing ever heard. That is God. It's God. Everything is. You can't escape it. You are it. And not as you, as an individual. You as in nothing. You is nothing. Appearing is everything. You are this formless energy that can't be divided, can't be separated, appearing as bodies, chairs, teapots, tables, appearing as life. That which cannot exist, can't be seen, can't be known, appearing as life, appearing as body, pain, crying, joy, sadness, thoughts, talking, words. Can't be seen, can't be known, appearing to be seen, but still can't be known. The mystery. You are the mystery. Free to express, free to be anything, free to appear and disappear, free to express this in any way. It's totally unbound. Can romanticize about this, to talk about it like a love story. There appears to be different bodies talking about this, appearing as different flavors of this, all saying the same thing, all is the same energy. And not just talking about this, talking about going for a walk, talking about what the kids are doing. The ordinary is the extraordinary, and it's all the same. It's all saying the same thing. It can't be separate. It's every word. Everything is screaming it. Everything is everything. Everything is freedom already. Nothing to get free from. Even the feeling that this isn't free is freedom. Even the sensation that I need to get free or I need to get something from this message in order to be free is freedom already. Boundless freedom. For no one. There is no one. And this isn't happening. Which is the childlike wonder. It's empty but appears full. Nothing appearing is everything. It's absolutely stunning. And this isn't a knowing. This is unknowing. Even the resistance is freedom. Even the resistance is unknowing. Even the thinking that you know is no one thinking that, is no one appearing as emptiness, appearing as the sensation of thinking you know, which is already free. Already no one doing it. Freedom is all there is. So yeah, busting the myth of the ordinary being separate from the extraordinary. The ordinary is the extraordinary, is infinite potential. The divine imagination appearing as whatever's appearing. Is the absolute, relative. Is the relative experience, which includes everything. Which includes what you hate, which is unconditional love. Wow. It's amazing. It can appear gradual, the unraveling, but even that didn't happen. This isn't happening. It can appear disorienting. It's turning everything upside down and inside out. All meaning is dying. It can appear to feel like a death, but even that's not happening. And even that's everything. Freedom appearing as the death of a story that didn't happen. The relative seeing itself, its non-self, is the absolute. Words describing the wordless that are the words. That which cannot be seen or pointed to, being pointed to, is the pointing. Yes. Yay. Yeah, if you want to chat on one-on-one, you can contact me under the description of my website. And I think there might be a group Zoom link coming up soon on the website, which is appearing now. Is this? It's this. You can't escape this. This is eternity. Feel free to call me too. There is no choice whether to or not. It just appears to happen or not. Just like there is no choice to make this video or to click on the video. It's just aliveness happening. Mwah. Love you.